Hey everyone, welcome to this little series of videos. Now you've seen me tuning around the bands, explaining megahertz by megahertz, different bands, the international shortwave broadcast bands. I'm gonna do a quick tune around of signals, and I'm gonna do it 2 megahertz at a time. So for example, shortwave bands go from 3 to 30 megahertz. So I'll tune like 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to 11, and so on, so that we know what we can hear. And I'll be commenting, of course, on what we can hear on these frequencies. So we're going to start with 30 to 28 megahertz. I'm going to start at the top, 30 megahertz, which is the top limit of the shortwave bands, and go down slowly, and we'll do 2 megahertz at a time. Every time I hear signals, I'll try to comment if I know what it is, and if I don't know, I'll still comment and let you know. But this is going to be an interesting experiment here to see what we can hear on in the summer nights. So it's 0:130 UTC, and we are July 25th UTC time, 2013. So let's start from 30 and go down to 28. I don't think we'll hear much, but we'll still try it. Sine band here. So basically at 29.7 we're falling into the 10-meter amateur radio band. The 10-meter amateur radio band isn't open all the time. This is one of the bands where unless you're in a particular propagation time, like sporadic E-skip, or here in North America, I would say winter is probably better for 10-meter amateur band. And also solar flux, the solar activity is important. All these little tones that you hear are basically interference from devices all around my home. This is still the 10-meter amateur radio band. Buzzing of some television set. What's interesting about this band is that you should go and tune around. You never know what you could hear, and it doesn't mean because you didn't hear a thing that it's not going to be there tomorrow. I call the 10-meter amateur radio band a little bit of a surprise band. 1 minute there's nothing, and half an hour later there's something. So here we go. So I was kind of thinking that there would probably be nothing from 28 to 30 megahertz, but I still wanted to show you and explain a little bit the type of signals. And what's cool about this 28 to 30 megahertz portion of the shortwave band, like I said, try it regularly. You'll be amazed that sometimes there's lots of signals and sometimes there's nothing, and it's all dependent on all sorts of factors. Solar activity, of course. If solar activity isn't very high, like there at this time, we don't have very high solar flux, so a 10-meter band tends to be dead when it's not, the solar activity is not high. But even when there's no or very low solar activity, there's local phenomenon that's called, one is called sporadic E-skip. which tend to follow. If we look at weather patterns, you often have a you'll see that they tend to follow fronts between system, cold fronts and warm fronts. And very often when you have really warm weather, and you know that you're going into a very cold weather, or from cold to warm, these transition weather phenomena sometimes translate into some amazing propagation conditions into these high frequencies. And basically tonight everything would have been possible. Even if I was thinking that there was nothing here, I could be wrong, and that's why you should tune even when you hear nothing. Try it regularly. You'll be really surprised what you can hear. And what's fun about these higher frequencies is the noise level often is lower than in the rest of the bands. So this is a little tone from a interference from some kind of electronic device. So this was the first video tuning. We tuned from 30 to 28, so I'm going in the reverse, and look at all the rest. We'll tune 2 megahertz at a time and comment on the different signals that we might hear, and also I'll be commenting on what type of signals we usually hear on these frequencies. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy the videos. 73.